What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge in 5. And David, I see you in the chat. He says 3 Eastern today instead of 4. David, I said it on the morning show. I always say follow me on social media. Right there at the top, programming alert. We're changing our show time today. You got to turn on your notifications. Now, this show is about more than just bets. It's about storylines, too. It's about personality, but a busy afternoon at the brand. In addition to this show, at the bottom of the hour, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, our UFC 285 mega preview with 2 brand new cappers. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You got to tune in to find out. Then at 5 p.m. Eastern today, it's the WBC World Baseball Classic mega preview. You guys asked for it. We are going to deliver. We have no time to waste. Let's bring in the stars of the show. Now, the speculator is here, sort of. So we have Frack, who was perfect last night, by the way, and our main man, Mikey B. Gentlemen, I don't have time to mess with you. We got to get right into it. And, Mikey, as I look at my notes, I see a player prop with a guy who got his money a long time ago and another guy who just got his money a few weeks ago. Start us off.
All right, so first we're going to go to the Clippers and Warriors game. We're going to do Kawhi Leonard to score 25-plus points. That's minus 135 on FanDuel. Now, they only scored 23 points in his last game against the Timberwolves. He shot 7 for 19 from the field, uncharacteristic for him. He scored at least 25 points in 14 of his last 20 games, and that included a 33-point effort against these same Warriors. Then we're going to go to the Pacers and Spurs game. We're going to do Miles Turner over 19.5 points at minus 127. This has the potential to be a high-scoring game. Both teams rank inside the top 10 in the league in pace of play and inside the bottom 5 in defensive rating. The Spurs are really thin at center right now. They're going with Zach Collins and Charles Bassey at the position. Turner has scored at least 20 points in 10 of his last 14 games. Look for him to take advantage of this favorable matchup.
And Mikey B, that's why you're a professional. What did you just say about the Miles Turner game? Pacers are playing who?
They're playing the Spurs.
And what did you say about that game?
High scoring.
Oh,
lots of points.
Let's get to the speculator's pick then, because I'm looking at my notes. And guess what he sent in? Pacers, Spurs, over 238. I don't need to go into it. Mikey B just did it for me. But I will tell you this. They both average over 101 possessions per game. That's fast. The Pacers shoot 38 threes per game. They like to launch, and neither team likes to play defense. In fact, the Spurs are the worst defensive team, allowing 122 points every single game. Let's go over 238. Now, I'm going to go with, I have 3 plays today, actually. And the first one is Oakland at Northern Kentucky over 134.5. Now, the Horizon League tournament is starting. And I got to tell you that when you get into tournaments, be very, very careful because teams just care about winning. But I believe in this matchup, this will carry to the over because both teams love to score. They just played Saturday, and they combined for 147. This one is over 134.5. Then I've got a little Detroit. Have you ever heard of a guy named Antoine Davis? You probably haven't. Well, guess what? He's within 26 points of breaking the all-time Pistol Pete Maravich scoring record for Detroit. They're getting 9 tonight, so I love them because he scored 38 the last game, and he will carry Detroit. They may not win, but we don't need them to win. And then I've got a little money line parlay for everybody, just for you, EC. That's right. Purdue on the money line. Cleveland State on the money line. Plus 103. Oh, close those eyes, big boy, because I'm serious. I am serious. Let me look at my notes. Purdue, the top seed. They will be the top seed in the Big Ten. They need to prove they're the top seed in the Big Ten. They will tonight at Wisconsin. Then Cleveland State. They're playing Robert Morris in their conference tournament. I hated the number, 6.5. So I don't care about the number. I just need Cleveland State to win. Put them together. Boom, boom, boom. Plus 103. You're not allowed because I run this show. You see, I can do whatever I want. Look at you. It's just burning you inside.
I'm burning up right now. My face is getting red. I'm so angry. Because, Coach, seriously, I was going to do a money line parlay tonight with Purdue and another team whose, logo I happen to be representing. Seriously. And I'm like, Coach is going to ban this, so I can't do it. And, of course, you take Purdue. So I actually like that a lot. I like your pick a lot.
Oh, thank you. And if you're thinking at home that's just a little skit for us, no. We never talk before the show. That's one of our rules. We never talk before the show. Most of the time, not after either, because he's so angry with me that he just leaves. All right, EC, you know how to respect for you. When you have a perfect night, there's all those check marks. And you've been excellent. You should be thanking me because once you got rid of the parlays, you've been killing it. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong, Coach, but I don't want to jinx it either because we either have a 3-0 or maybe 0-3 picks tonight, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to start with this one. This is the Patriot League tournament. We have, I want to just give you the tease here. You got a team that's won 5 out of 6 straight up, and they're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10. So, I mean, you would feel pretty confident. Doesn't matter who they're playing, even if it's against Mikey B's 1996 Chicago Bulls, right? I mean, 8-2 against the spread, 5 of the last 6 straight up. It's Loyola Maryland is getting 16 against Colgate in the first round of the Patriot League tournament. Definitely not the 96 Bulls, but this Colgate team is no joke. They're 17-1 in their last 18, albeit 9-9 against the spread in those games. Now, when these two teams played earlier in the year, Colgate won by 34 when Loyola wasn't very good, and then 13 the other week. But Loyola's biggest loss since early January was 16. The line here, I don't care if the game is at Colgate, the line is too many. This line should be around 12.5. I think there's a couple point room for cushion, and I like Loyola with the points, just like our 2 winners last night. Big underdogs. I think Loyola tonight covers. As you said, Coach, in conference tournaments, teams just want to win. They don't care by how much. I think Colgate gets ahead, takes out their guys, and worst case, I think Loyola backdoors a cover. Then we're going to go to the Conference USA, Charlotte and UTSA over 133. For those of you who pay attention to the show often, last Thursday I had Charlotte, North Texas over, and it was like 110, and we know what happened there. It was disgusting. But in February, all 7 UTSA games flew over 140 total points. In fact, they averaged 161 total points per game. And since January 1st, 7 of 8 UTSA home games have flown over. The thing is, UTSA is just terrible on defense, and I don't think they really care much anymore. They're giving up 77 a game. When these two teams played on January 14th, there was 126. I think this one gets closer to 140. I think Charlotte scores in the mid-70s here, and I think we cover this number. And then you can call it a homer play. I don't care. I know my team. There are a couple experts on the site who disagree with this. Arizona's -2 at USC. The Wildcats have lost 5 games all year. 4 of them have been on Saturdays. They're just not a good team in the second game of a weekend. The only Thursday game they've lost all year was December 1st, coming off of a Hawaii trip where they swept and won the Maui tournament. They lost to Utah on the road. When these two teams played in January in Tucson, Arizona won by 15, but the game was never close. Now, Arizona's won the last 2 at the Galen Center by 9 and 20. I just have a feeling that Arizona has USC's number. I'm laying the 2. I think the Wildcats win by at least 5.
So since you just admitted your homerism, would you like to plug the latest episode of your Arizona Wildcats podcast here on the show?
Yeah, well, thank you, Coach. I do a U of A podcast called Wildcat Country. You can check that out at Cat Country AZ on Twitter. My co-host Shane Dale and I, we do a great job. We cover it. We speak to Bill Walton. We speak to, experts in the field. We had Dennis Dodd on from CBS Sports, and Jerry Palm, bracketologist from CBS Sports, was on with us this week talking everything U of A and Pac-12. Check that out.
I actually enjoyed that conversation very much. I watched that episode. Somebody at the League Pass for the NBA thought it'd be a smart decision. Have you guys seen when you go to watch a game, all of a sudden it's Bill Walton's world? Like,
yes.
There's one game. Who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that was a good idea?
It's
It's great. You can't even, there's no commentary on the game. It's just him telling stories with Jason Benetti, who's one of the best play-by-play guys in America for Fox. He's fantastic. He's also the voice of the White Sox. Who wants to hear Bill Walton talk over an NBA game for 60 minutes? Not me.
Coach Bill is, listen, Mikey B knows. We all know Bill's a legend. His style is what it is. Calling the U of A game tonight, by the way. So get ready. It's U of A USC. Bill and Dave Pash on the call.
There's only one of us that worked at ESPN with Bill for 10 years. Raise your hand.
I like Bill.
Raise your hand if you were with him for 10 years. Doing college basketball, I might add, for 3 years. So every time they came back from halftime, it was your boy. And I'm going, here's the score, because they didn't talk about the score. That's okay. We love Bill Walton. Just like we love Dick Vitale. All the legends, they're legends.
Dick Vitale hates U of A, though. I love Dick Vitale, but he hates U of A. He's a U of A hater. Don't even get me started on other ESPN personalities that hate U of A.
All right. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake. EC's on Loyola Maryland +16. Charlotte UTSA over 133, and Arizona -2. I may play the money line, though, and throw a little extra juice because I don't care about the points. Pacers Spurs for the speculator. Couldn't be here, but he's still here. Over 238. Then Mikey B, 2 big props today. Kawhi Leonard to score 25 points. That's late night tonight. They're on the road at Golden State. That should be a terrific game. I think it's on TNT. And then Miles Turner over 19.5 points for the Pacers taking on the Spurs. Then I've got 3 college basketball plays today. Detroit Mercy +9. Oakland, Northern Kentucky over 135.5. Unfortunately, it's moved a point in the last 5 minutes. And then Purdue, Cleveland State. We're going to call this the EC Memorial Moneyline Parlay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Memorial. Great. I'm still here.
Do not forget, bottom of the hour, UFC 285 mega preview with 2 brand new cappers. Can't wait for that. In the meantime, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these in-5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lomo, EC, Mikey B, Snake, behind the scenes, always running the show. I'm the coach. Tell all your friends, turn on your notifications. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Help the grand bro. Bro, grow. We grind for you because we want to win with you. Right here at the Early Edge, where sometimes, yes, sometimes we do it in 5. Good luck.